Welcome back. So I just created an application from scratch here. Did all the steps you've seen until now about Openshift, because I just want to show you, if you do not want to do all the commands that I showed in the last videos, the grunt, build, and then go into the dist folder. So like this, in the old video I showed you grunt build, press enter. You have to do that still, but then you would have to go into the dist folder, and then you would have to do a git add all, then you would have to do a git commit /am and add a message here, and then you would have to do a git push, and then you would start actually uploading. I'm going to show in this video how you can actually just stay away from the dist controller. Outside of the dist controller you can write grunt build control Openshift. This single command, and I'll just launch it now, will actually deploy the application for you with this single command. It'll do the same things I just showed you. It will try to go into the dist folder and try to deploy to a repository in the cloud called Openshift. I'll just let this run and then I'll get back. So after a while, if you try to do the build control Openshift right now on a Windows machine, you'll probably get an error like this. On the Mac I've seen it work a lot of times, but I've also experienced a few times where it didn't work. I don't know what goes wrong. I think it's when it tries to do the first deployment, something just melts down. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Since you already have a dist folder, we can go in and change this very simply. So what you have to do is go in and change it so that it knows this Openshift folder, and it's very easy actually. So let's just do it. If I go under my whatever course you have, I just made a new one called New Planner, but in your case it might be a course planner. Here I have a dist folder, and under that one I have a git folder, and I expand that git folder, and here I have a config folder, and that's the one I've opened here. Now I'll copy this one, and notice it's the origin one. I'll copy that one, I'll paste it in here, and then instead I'll just write Openshift, because now I can actually, oh, that was wrong. Now I can actually do the build control and make it work. So I'm changing this remote one, copying it here, changing origin here, and changing origin both places. I keep the URL because that's actually the link to my course LBLRH cloud, so that knows where the Git repository is. I'm going to save this, and that's all I need to do. Now if I go back and do a grunt build, because I've changed some code and I want to commit this. So here's the new code, and online it looks like this right now. So it says I like peanuts but nothing with frogs. Yeah, I know, I'm tired, it's late. So you'll see this getting online. But to do that you always have to do a grunt build first. We're not missing out on that command. And when the grunt build is over, we just stay right where we are, and then we just write grunt build control Openshift, like this. And now it should actually deploy to a live environment with that single command, so we don't have to write 3 different commands. I know maybe it's not a big save, but in the long run, if you do a lot of deployment, this will make you happy because you don't have to do the other steps. I'll just let it run and see if it actually completes as we expected. So that took a little while, but now it's actually uploaded. And again, let's just see if it actually worked, just to make sure that I didn't just tell you something that isn't true. It should now say I like peanuts and frogs, but not together. So I've just deployed it with only 2 commands and not leaving my folder. So I know it's maybe a minor thing, but you'll see it. You'll see the value later. But grunt build and grunt build control Openshift, that's the 2 commands you need to run now, and then you'll actually be online. See you next video.